Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I got another episode of The Naked Gun. This is a video series where I choose a weapon, I use absolutely no attachments, hence the Naked Gun title, and then I let you guys know why I liked or why I disliked the weapon with its bare bone essentials. And for today, I'm going to be trying out the M5k. Admittedly, and you're going to notice throughout the entire video, I just unlocked this bad boy a couple of days ago, and so I had no unlocks for it, and since I didn't have any unlocks for it, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to do a Naked Gun episode for it. And the reason why I never really got around to unlocking it was because I hate the Gunmaster game mode. I pretty much avoid it. I never join a close quarter map and play Gunmaster. If it goes into the rotation, I immediately leave. And since it really wasn't all that great when the close quarter DLC came out, I just really had no desire to unlock it. But I think last patch, DICE increased its damage from 20 to 25 at close range, and it has quickly become an amazing weapon. I'll go into more detail as to why, but I absolutely love the M5k. Even though with no attachments it has a lot of disadvantages and there are a lot of negative aspects to it, it's still a beast of a weapon, and I'm very glad that I unlocked it. So the M5k has a damage model, like I said, of 25 damage up close, and then it's going to drop off to 13.75 damage at long range. You're really not going to want to use this weapon at anything at a distance. I mean, 13.75 is not a lot of damage, and so if you are trying to take someone out around 50 meters out, it's going to take you around 8 shots to drop them. And that could be a pretty challenging endeavor, considering that this weapon also has a pretty significant recoil. It's got a hefty vertical recoil and also a fair amount of side to side. So you're really not going to want to aim down sight and try to take people out at long range. You're going to want to stay up close and personal. And one of the best things and the main reasons why you want to stay up close and personal, well, of course, because of its high damage, but also because it has an amazing hipfire accuracy. Because this is a personal defense weapon, pretty much all of the personal defense weapons have an amazing hipfire accuracy. Really, the only one that doesn't would be the AS Val, and the M5k definitely is amazing in this department. It's not as good as the MP7, but that's also understandable considering that the MP7 doesn't do as much damage. So that's fine. But even then, you're really not going to notice much of a difference when you're firing from the hip with this bad boy. And to be honest, I would much rather use the M5k compared to the MP7, just because you do 25 damage up close, and you're going to kill people a lot faster in those engagements. Not only that, but it has a blazing fast RPM. It has a rounds per minute of 900, which once again I'm going to compare it to the MP7 is 50 less. So even though the MP7 has a better hipfire accuracy and also has a faster RPM, in my opinion, that 5 extra damage for the M5k is just way more beneficial for the weapon, and you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. Another nice thing is that it does have a decent reload time. It's going to take you 2.2 seconds to reload if you have a bolt in the chamber, or 3 seconds to reload if you've gone through all of your rounds in your magazine. That's not too shabby, but one thing that you have to take into consideration is that when you don't have extended mags, you are going to be running with 21 rounds, and having a blazing fast RPM of 900, you go through those 20 rounds extremely quickly. So for this Naked Gun series, I kind of had a difficult time managing that and making sure that I left at least one bullet in my magazine. But if you are using the weapon as you're really supposed to be, and you're using extended mags, which bumps that up to 31, I really didn't have much of a problem managing that, and getting the fast reload really wasn't all that hard. So really, with all of the basic stats out of the way, what's really important is that it has a fast rounds per minute, it has a very high damage model, and it's got an amazing hipfire accuracy. And when you combine all of those awesome aspects for a weapon into one, you get just this little nuke in your hands that you can just spray people down for days and just destroy the enemy team. I mean, you guys are going to see here, I'm playing on servers that are playing team deathmatch on close quarters, and when I'm playing on these maps, I'm trying to make sure that all of my engagements are up close and personal. I'm not really going for long to medium range targets just because of the high recoil, and I should probably mention the iron sights. The iron sights are not too shabby. I would still recommend using the Cobra sight or something along along those lines. They're by no means the worst in the game, but they're definitely no AEK by any means. So if you do get the Cobra Sight, I would recommend slapping that on. But for the most part, I'm using a cover to my advantage, trying to get up close and personal to my enemy, and then when I do get up close, I'm just spraying them down and killing them extremely fast. One of the nicest things about a hip-fire weapon is that you don't have to aim down sight, and when people are aiming down sight, it takes them a split second to go through that animation, and that split second could mean the difference between life and death. One thing I definitely had to work around and was kind of a challenge is that because this is the Naked Gun episode, I wasn't allowed to use extended mags, and really that 10 more bullets that the extended mags gives you so much more breathing room and a lot more room for air. And so what I found myself doing is that if I came across a large clump of people or there was a lot of people in the vicinity, I would switch to my pistol every once in a while, and that was kind of how I had to finish off some people because I just didn't have enough bullets to take out multiple targets. But I would just kind of duck in behind cover and just pop in and out, shooting people and then reloading. And I found it to be not only effective, but also just a lot of fun. There were some people in chat that were like, this guy is invincible, we can't kill him. It was just because I was using the high mobility of the weapon, hip firing people down, and then just ducking behind cover and, reloading all the time. And like I said, if you can't tell already, I had an absolute blast with this Naked Gun episode because it really is so much fun. So like I said, it is a challenge to get accustomed to only having 21 rounds in your magazine and using them to its fullest and trying to take out multiple targets with so few bullets. But when you're able to manage it, it's amazing. It's such a fun experience, and one of the reasons why I just love this gun. As for some attachment recommendations, I would pretty much always just stick with the extended mags and the laser sight attachment. The laser sight is just going to make you more effective at hip firing people down, make you more accurate, can't go wrong with that, just make that hip fire accuracy even better. And extended mags is just going to make the weapon even more powerful, give you more room for air, and overall just improve your experience when you use it. But yeah, guys, that's about it for today's Naked Gun episode. I hope you enjoyed. I would love to hear what you guys think about this weapon. If you can't tell, I'm in love with the M5k. I think it's amazing, but I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video or just want to support my channel, always appreciate it when you give my videos a rating, and subscribe for more if you haven't already. But until next time, guys, have a good one and take it easy.